Welcome to the deep dive. We're plunging into some really dynamic areas today, pulling out insights where AI meets some very human stories. We've got three main things on the agenda: some really cutting-edge AI tech, a bit of high-stakes business drama in the AI world, and a pretty amazing story of a human beating an AI.
Yeah, we're drawing from a few key sources here. There's an AI deep dive report on a new speech model, some candid thoughts from an executive about a pretty intense acquisition, and a report from a big coding competition.
Exactly. And our goal here is to really unpack these, figure out not just what's going on, but, why it should matter to you. It really shows the speed of change, but also maybe the enduring power of, well, human ingenuity.
Okay, let's dive into that first piece then. NVIDIA's new speech recognition model, Canary Quinn 2.5B. It's shot right up the Hugging Face leaderboard. What's the deal with this one?
Well, what's really fascinating is its dual capability. It's got 2.5 billion parameters, which is pretty hefty, and it works in two ways. First, just pure speech-to-text, ASR transcription.
Standard stuff, okay. But then it has this other mode, an LLM mode. It keeps its large language model smarts, basically, to post-process the transcript it just made.
Post-process, so like what? Summaries.
Yeah, exactly. Think summarization or maybe answering questions about the text it just transcribed.
Okay. So if you're looking to use this, what does that actually mean? It's more than just a transcriber, then.
Precisely. It doesn't exactly understand the raw audio while in LLM mode, but it applies its LLM power after the transcription's done. That makes it super versatile for, say, commercial uses. You can do more than just spit out text.
And how does it do that? What's under the hood?
It's built on quite a complex architecture. They integrate something called a speech-augmented language model, or SLM, plus fast conformer and transformer elements, which are known for handling audio data well. It leverages existing Nvidia and Quinn base models, too.
That sounds pretty powerful, but are there, catches, limitations we should know about?
Yeah, there are a few things. It raises a good point about scope. It's really good with English, but it's primarily English only right now.
Ah.
And there are limits on how much audio you can feed it at once. Training was apparently maxed out around, 40 seconds of audio.
40 seconds? That's not very long.
No, not huge. And it's also not designed to keep its LLM abilities within the speech processing itself, only after. Plus, some early fairness checks show slight differences in error rates across gender and age groups on certain test data. Just things to keep in mind.
Right, even the cutting edge has edges. Okay, let's shift gears from the tech to the very human side. The story about Windsurf, the AI coding startup, and its acquisition by Cognition. Sounds like things got pretty rough there for a bit. Very bleak was the phrase used.
Oh, yeah. It's a classic example of how volatile the tech acquisition scene can be, high stakes all around. Windsurf was talking to OpenAI first, apparently.
But that fell through.
It did. And then Google DeepMind came in, but they did this kind of reverse acqui-hire. They hired key people, the CEO Varun Mohan, co-founder Douglas Chen, and licensed the tech but didn't buy the whole company, reportedly to sidestep antitrust worries.
Wow. And that left a lot of the Windsurf employees feeling, well, stranded, I guess. I read one founder compared it to a captain abandoning ship.
That's exactly the feeling the interim CEO, Jeff Wang, described. He talked about this all-hands meeting. People were expecting good news about OpenAI, maybe. Instead, they hear about the key departures to Google.
Oof.
Yeah, he called the mood very bleak. Some people were actually in tears. The Q&A afterward was, as he put it, understandably hostile. It really shows the human cost behind these big corporate chess moves.
Just brutal. And this is where it gets really interesting, right? Wang and the team that was left, They didn't just give up.
No, not at all, which is pretty remarkable given the circumstances. Wang realized, look, we still have our core IP, we have a product, we still have talented people here. And that same evening, Cognition reached out.
Talk about timing.
Right, and they quickly saw this complementary fit. Cognition apparently had overinvested in engineering, but was lacking on the go-to-market and marketing side.
GTM.
While Windsurf had, quote, world-class GTM and marketing, but was suddenly missing its core engineering leadership.
So a perfect match, almost.
It seemed like it. And Cognition made a commitment to take care of all Windsurf employees. That meant payouts, waiving vesting cliffs, accelerating vesting, basically making sure people were looked after financially, quickly.
That's huge.
It turned what Wang called probably the worst day of 250 people's lives into potentially the best day when they signed that deal with Cognition. What a turnaround.
Incredible story. Okay, finally, let's talk about humans actually beating the machines. This At Coder World Tour Finals 2025, the Humans versus AI contest. Tell us about this.
Yeah, this is really cool. A Polish programmer, Przemysław Dediak, nicknamed Saiho, he defeated a custom AI model from OpenAI.
After a 10-hour coding marathon.
In
Seriously.
hours. It's nuts. And what's key here is how we won. It wasn't just about coding speed. This competition, AWTF, focuses on heuristic programming.
Heuristic, meaning
Finding good enough solutions to really complex problems that might not even have a perfect single answer. It's about clever shortcuts, educated guesses, intuition, not just brute force calculation.
so less about raw power, more about strategy and maybe creativity.
Exactly. JBAC won by about 9.5% using what they called an innovative heuristic-driven approach. The AI, while great at optimizing things, apparently fell short of human creativity in this context.
Wow. So it wasn't just a technical one. It feels kind of symbolic. Like Debye himself said, humanity has prevailed for now.
Totally. It makes you wonder, right?
Yeah.
AI is getting incredibly good at coding. Stanford's AI index showed this massive jump in AI success on coding benchmarks, like from 4% in 2023 to over 7% in 2024.
70%.
Yeah, and tools like GitHub Copilot are everywhere. Over 90% of developers use them. But this win, it really highlights that things like creativity, endurance over 10 hours, that kind of intuition for complex, fuzzy problems, those are still very human strengths.
A modern John Henry moment, as the source put it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
A real testament to human will, maybe that creative spark machines just haven't quite captured yet.
Yeah.
Especially in these marathon heuristic type challenges.
So wrapping this all up then, we've seen AI pushing boundaries incredibly fast. New tech like Canary Quinn. We've seen the complex, sometimes brutal human side of the AI business world with Windsurf and Cognition.
Definitely.
And then this amazing story of human ingenuity holding its own against AI in a unique challenge. It's quite a landscape.
It really is. And if you connect all these threads, you see, okay, AI is this incredibly powerful tool, advancing like crazy, but it's still deeply intertwined with human factors, human creativity, human decision-making, even human emotional resilience like the Windsurf team showed.
So for you listening, what's the big takeaway here? Understanding AI isn't just about the tech specs, the algorithms. It's also really grasping its impact on people, on business, and maybe seeing where human brilliance still has that unique edge.
Yeah, and it raises this really important question, doesn't it? As AI gets better and better at automating, optimizing, where does that leave unique human skills? Things like intuition, creativity, adaptability, where will those skills find their biggest impact in the future?
Something to definitely ponder as you keep exploring this fascinating world of AI.